Hello, hello. Sorry, while I hang out here before I get started, you'll have to endure me, oh wow. Is this music really loud or is it just me? Maybe it's just too loud on my headset. Hold on. Windjorn, hello. Sorry, eating ASMR. This is so garbage. I don't know why it tastes so good. Does the music sound really loud? Hold on. What is this? I don't... This track is too... Oh, do I have the shuffle on? No, I don't. There we go. That's more the speed. Now the question is... Now I'll just let it play. Alright. Do I have to turn... Should I turn my mic volume up? Should I turn my mic volume up? Is that better? I can turn my audio... I can turn my desktop audio down. You can't hear the music? Here, I turn my mic up a little bit. Let's see. I'm fiddling with my headset. Let's see. I'll turn the music up and then turn the music down. Alright, let me know. Am I too quiet? Is this music too loud? Let's see. Let me turn it down. I'll turn it down on the desktop as well. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. I'm gonna open something and what I was mumbling about. Whoop, that's not the one I wanted. What I was mumbling about was I don't know why I'm saying like it's so good. I'm eating literal day-old from the fridge chicken nuggets. But you know, when you haven't eaten, you haven't eaten. Alright, I am just censoring what I have to censor in order to have this stream at all, so give me a second. I didn't have a chance to do this until now, so I'm gonna censor it right now. Can't hear the music? I only see one person saying they can't hear the music. Can anyone else not hear the music? Here, I'll turn it up a little bit. Okay. I need to import my reference. See, to me the music sounds a little loud. That's just because it's in my it's in my ear. All right, let's see. Here we go. I'll drag her in here for my color reference. Oh gosh, I gotta work on her face too. My goodness. Okay, now I can slip this up here. Some adjusting. Oh no, I'm covering my furs. Chat box. How is everyone's Christmas? Making the chat box huge. What am I doing? Alright. You can hear both the music now. Sounds fine. Okay, cool. Oh, Rosa, I'm sorry you can't stay long. Tasteful cover, by the way. I don't know why it sounds so loud to me. Wonderful Christmas, lots of food. Wonderful. I explained just a second ago, I am literally eating cold chicken, popcorn chicken from Walmart out of the fridge. It's so, oh, it's so gross, but so good. I go back to lifting like tomorrow or the next day, depending on whether the ice comes in or not. So I'm like trying to eat all the junk food I can. Because that's the way to prep for lifting again. Sorry. If mouth sounds turn you off, I'm sorry. Ooh, gaming headphones. Awesome. Dakota. It was aight. That's good. Alright is better than terrible. Great Crimbus. Great Crimbus. Okay. I've had enough of those to at least get started. I'm gonna move the chat box down here. I'm just gonna jump in and get started. Okay. Because my son is not exactly napping and not gonna get as much time as I thought, so I'm just gonna jump in. So you're sure the music isn't overpowering me? I don't know why. I don't know why it's sounding so loud to me today. Okay. Alright, let's start on this. First of all, I need to capture line work. I mean, it doesn't... this is so rough. I forgot I have not touched this since I laid it out, so I've got some tweaking to do before I can go anywhere near the color. Hold on a second, let me see something. Oh, you know what? I guess I could just do that. Not just for you. No, it's all good. I'll leave the heart on there because I've got... Whoops. Oh no. Okay. Did I do that? Okay, I did do that. I think I got all the colors. This was just a rough, so that's fine. Alright. I don't know how thick I want the line works to be. I'm gonna try and keep them all pretty similar. I've decided I'm probably going to focus on more artwork than audios in the next few weeks, just because I feel like I need a little bit of a break, but I still want to do something for Patreon, and I really enjoyed drawing the Repent pinup. I just had so much fun with it and actually doing a background for once, and so I think I'm just gonna try. We'll see. I'm hoping to have more of a drive to do everything by next week, but if I'm just not feeling audios, because I'm having trouble getting, I don't want to say inspired, but getting it done, there's so much involved in every single one, that I'm like, maybe I can just focus on artwork for a while and give everyone some spicy artwork and be good for a little bit. We'll see. Okay, my reference photo. How did I do her abdomen again? Let's see. Okay, so I had this little flip up, which you wouldn't really be able to see right here. So, okay, that's why I did this right here. Yeah, you won't really be able to see it at this angle. So, just imagine a little. Let's see if this was. Nope, you still wouldn't be able to really see it at this angle. So, just say like this. And then the little point is kind of along like that. That's still two, whatever. That's good enough. And where's my, okay, there's my really rough. Ooh. That was my really rough there. Here we go. Now, this is always, I have drawn a few naga at this point, and this part I always have to remember what in the heck how did I design this? You'd think it would be so simple, and it is, but at the same time it's not, because I want it to be really symmetrical. Oh, that looks awful. Okay, hold on. Let me try this again. Okay, so if we say that say this is the little peak right here, right? It's at this angle. Let's say that's it, right there. And then we just don't see the whole thing. So the peak is right here, and it kind of goes off that direction, maybe? Okay, and that would be, it only goes to about here, something like that. And then symmetry. Okay. Wait a minute. No, you would not see that, because that line goes to her waist. Okay, that makes it easier. That makes it easier. I had to work that out. Okay. Let's try this again. Oop, oop. And what I could do is start from here. There we go. I had to get that swoop. I don't know how to explain it. I needed to get the shape right. It just took me a few tries. Okay. Oh, now I remember the trouble I had here, because I wanted to have this swoop, but also come back. Whatever. It doesn't have to be the same. But I'll know it was different. Yeah, sorry, there's going to be a lot more line work involved in this particular stream, as opposed to the fun coloration. Listen to this mysterious music, huh? Okay, I'll pull back. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I gotta get the little ridges perfectly symmetrical, blah. Okay, we'll get rid of that. I will be more talkative once I feel comfortable or confident with the line work, but I just wanted to go live, so I didn't work on it. I didn't clean it up too much before I hopped on here, so now I'm concentrating and not speaking as much. Sorry. Okay, I think that's good. Do I get rid of this? No, I don't get rid of that. Do I? Yes, okay. That's what I'll do. Now, where is, whoops. There's the tip. Okay. Bop up. And bop up. Bop up. Bop up. Okay. I'll merge that down, but I still feel like the tail lines are a little wobbly. Just right about. I'm fussing over tiny details. Let's see. I think that looks better. People probably won't care or notice, but I do. I think it's better. Alright. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, I'm gonna merge those 3 down. And now I want to work on her first, because I threw this together without having a reference image, my reference image up, so now I have to replicate, and I was a little far from the mark. So, okay, hold on. First of all, you do not need to be this big, girly. Okay. Come on. Let's scoot you out of the way. I know you are the strongest of anyone in the room at any time, but you have to chill. Alright. Let me check on chat. How are y'all doing? Oh my goodness, okay. What's the difference between Nagia and Lamia? There really isn't one. Some people try and say it's gendered, but it's not. They're just different names for the same thing. You're a master. We're just grateful to get. Oh, thank you. Hey, Yasag. How's it been? It has been wonderful, actually. It has been so much better than it has been, and that in and of itself is just, yeah, very nice. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm gonna have to. I know I just told her to chill, but I am gonna need to zoom in. Try and replicate this a little bit. Okay, so I think what I did. First of all, I think I made her eyes way too straight across like that. I did the same thing with Repent, where for some reason when I replicated without a reference image, I just tried to make her, I think I was trying to make them look more sultry by putting that like straight across thing, but it ended up not looking like her. And I think I did the same thing here with Aurelia. So the eye shape and everything, and like where the pupils are, that's fine. I think the hardest thing to do is make a subject look like they're looking straight at you. I mean, it's kind of easy in the sense that you put the pupil right in the middle of the eye, and that's how you do it. But at the same time, that's still easier said than done to get it. Okay, I like that she has like these little. They're not. I don't know. It's just a style thing. I like these little kind of under eye like slash marks there. That's cool. Just gotta make her eyes a little, or her eyebrows. But yes, I am doing much better. I kind of, I promise I'm not trauma dumping. I'm not gonna cry on stream again or anything like last time, but it's been a little rough, and I'm not gonna go into why. I can't even really explain all of it myself, but I've just been, it's been a little rough, And now things are finally feeling better. I'm feeling happier again, and I'm very grateful for that. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say about it. But yes, I'm doing very well, and I'm very grateful that I'm feeling well. So I hope that anyone else is dealing with anything, and they're having a hard time, that just know that it won't be forever. Okay, girl, that nose. See, I think I need to make it. Why is it so hard just to redraw something I've already drawn? Jeez. Alright, let's just go with that. And yeah, she definitely always just has like resting meh face, but like sexy meh, I guess. I don't know, that's kind of the vibe. But yeah, I got her chin, I got her jawline and stuff down pretty well. Let's see. I think maybe I made it a little too narrow. Maybe you need to I think I made her chin just a touch too long. Again, no, I don't think anyone's really gonna care as much as I do. I sometimes have trouble replicating my characters. That looks pretty good. The only reason I think she looks a little bit off is just because I drew her with long hair too, which we have not seen before. I think that looks close enough. Maybe I should shrink her eyes a tiny bit. Them over. And sometimes the line work looks so goofy until you get some color in there. Tilt your eyes a little bit. Yeah, sure, that's fine. It'll look better once I get some color on there. I don't know. Hold on. Let me just. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes the pupils are just so goofy until you get color in there. Let me see. Oh no, I ruined it. I'll just leave the suggestions of pupils, that's fine. Alright, now, I'm not crazy about her hair at all. I still think her chin. Oops. I'm just still not crazy about. It's like the easy. I don't know how mouths are so difficult. Maybe I didn't make her chin too long. Hold on. Second thoughts are annoying. Let's just see here. Yeah, her chin definitely is more pointed in the original, but she still has like that. Still has more of a square jaw. Oh, that's too short. Why am I struggling? See, this is stuff I usually try to have done beforehand, so that you guys don't have to witness me going through this crisis of. Let me just scooch back. What have I done? I guess that wasn't. Just thinking out loud. I got a flip already, my goodness. I think it's her neck, maybe. Where is the neck? It definitely made her neck a little too thick. And I know that necks like start up there and blah 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 blah, but that, there we go, this looks better. She is strong. She is strong Naga woman. She is what I aspire to be. Not the Naga part, but the strong part. That's why I'm excited to finally get back to lifting soon. Okay. Oh, why did I do that when I cover her hair? Well, maybe I'll cover her hair with that. I don't know. Okay, get out of here for a second. Aurelia. Let's get these juicy mama muscles. I still get very self-conscious about whether or not I'm drawing the musculature correct. I feel pretty confident in it most of the time, but I don't know, every now and again I'm like, oh gosh, that arm looks deformed. I am okay at anatomy. I prefer faces, but even then I have trouble with mouths. Oh my gosh, I struggle with mouths so much. Here's her other arm. I'm just redoing this line work because I think it was too thick. Show a little thumb back there. Oops. I'm drawing at a very awkward angle here. Oh no! She has stocking hands. There we go. Now I haven't quite figured out what background I'm gonna give her. For Repent it was easy. Okay, here, let's see if I can get away with this for a little bit. No one say anything. Let's see. So I have to redraw. No one alert anyone about anything, please. Okay, let's see how that turned out. Wait. Where'd they go? There we go. I mean, this line work isn't really gonna be that bold on it anyway. Okay, where is... Uh-oh. Oh no, it froze. No! 9? Okay. What did I just do? Why can't I find it? Oh, did I draw it on that layer? I did. Oh, frig, man. Okay, hold on. Now, somehow I drew this on that layer and bleh. So now, let's see, is there anything I'm really missing? I think I got it all, so what I'm gonna do is, because I accidentally drew the finer lines on the thick line layer, I'm gonna have to do that. There we go. Okay. So that looks good to me. What do y'all think? Does that look good to everyone else? Well, too bad, it's going away now. Let's see. Family drama. The YouTube thumbnail right now is breasts? What? Why? I didn't think it updated the thumbnail live. Oh my gosh, it is! Huh? Well, maybe I'll get some more viewers. I didn't know it did that. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? We'll find out what happens, I guess. Should update soon. I hope it updates soon, because I'm already on thin ice with YouTube right now. Oh well. Yeah. Galindo. Hello. Hi, Galindo. Or Galindo? I don't know. Hello. It's nice seeing you here after seeing you in the server. How are you doing? Alright, let's see. What am I doing next here? Oh, I did it again. I just made... I redrew this tail thinking I was doing it with thin lines. And then I went and made the body lines even thinner. But that's okay. Okay. I am not loving... Hold on. I gotta consolidate a few things here. I do not... Her neck... I made her neck so much more slender. And then with the idea that her ears come out. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, her hair. First of all, his chin. Let's get chin. Let's see reference again. Why is the chin still bothering me? Alright, I'm gonna go in. I'll go in and try and do this again now that I flipped the image. Let's try. I'm second guessing myself. I do it all the time. Let's see. Eyes, pupil, corners of the eyes. Corners of the eyes. Okay. I like to think that Aurelia was just like, you want me to pose like what? Okay, I pose better than any of you. Everyone likes strong body. Wait, everyone likes strong body. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to find my Aurelia voice again. I have not had to voice her in a while. Oh my gosh, why can I not? Why can I not settle on what her face looks like? I am overthinking. I can feel myself overthinking. I can feel it. I need to just pick a point and stop. I'm making her. I'm definitely. I guess this was fine. This was fine. What did I have? Oh my gosh, I can barely tell the difference, and yet. Okay. Either the chin or the mouth is sort of in the wrong spot. That's a little bit better. There we go. I think. It's a little bit better, sort of, kind of. Yeah, this is the real riveting stuff that I usually try and get rid of before streams. How am I giving her like a chubby cheek? How am I doing that? Oh, I need to stop. I need to go back to wherever I was and just figure that out. Why am I having so many issues with her chin? Why am I going insane? Alright, let's see. Hello, torso. Hello. Sorry, I'm thinking. Why is that so off? What did I do? Maybe I'm comparing too much. Maybe because I have the reference right here, I'm not really seeing what's in front of me. That could be it. Alright, let's see. Where's the hair? Gotta get the hair out of here. There we go. That'll help a lot. Then you could make sure ears vaguely, because her ears kind of go like that. Ish. I don't know why I'm getting so hung up on this stupid jaw. Again, this is the kind of stuff that I usually cut out, but okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go with that, or I'm gonna be here all night, so... Alright, I'm gonna get rid of all these excess layers. Okay, this track is annoying me. Begone track. I like this one. Okay. The Repent audio is freaking amazing. Oh, I'm glad you liked it! So how's the Repent audio tea? I'm so hyped for it, even saving some bucks here for it. Yeah, I think it turned out really well. I was actually... Oh, maybe because the original pick, the head slightly tilted? Yeah, I just needed to deal with it as it was. Yeah, I think the audio turned out really good. I was a little nervous about doing it because I've said over and over again that I wasn't going to do anything spicy ever, but me and hubby got to talking about it. We're like, you know, we found a compromise basically, and kind of needed some cash, not gonna lie. So I was like, you know what, I kind of want to. He's like, all right, cool. And I was like, what if I made it more of kind of a story as opposed to getting flustered trying to figure out how to phrase this. I was like, what if I basically it was more of like an erotic narration as opposed to like a first person, you know, I don't know how to, I am fumbling all kinds of fumbling. Basically the way I formatted it, we're both comfortable with, where it's more like I'm kind of explaining what's happening as opposed to actively participating. I don't know. And I know some people are probably gonna roll their eyes and be like, that is so lame, just... And you know, maybe down the line, maybe I'll go a little more crazy, but for now, I'm like, let's just start with more like erotic narrations and some artwork like this, and go from there, because I do feel very comfortable with that, my husband feels comfortable with that, and at the end of the day, that's kind of really all that matters. But it has been really nice to to see the support everyone has, like, everyone really has loved it, and that, you know, what can I say, it makes me feel good. And I'm not, I mean, just to clarify, I don't have an issue with any of it. I work with voice actors all the time for erotic content, erotic dramas and stuff on my other channel or my other Patreon. Oh my gosh. And I just haven't done any myself. Oh gosh, what have I done to her hair? I don't know. Sometimes, you know, the line work, sometimes the cleanup line work sometimes can look so ugly. But anyway, so yes, I think it turned out really good. I think it turned out really spicy. I did a version for women as well, and I figured some men might listen to that one too. That one was spicy as well. So I have plans to do more in the future. I think I know how I could, how I can do more. What was I having her hair do here? I think I just wanted like a strand here, maybe? I don't think I like that, actually. I don't think I like that at all. I had issues with her hairstyle. Again, this was just a rough layout, so I am figuring all these details out, because her hair was up. Okay, let's see. So her hair goes to probably about, yeah, her lips, so I could actually probably make it... Oh yeah, there we go. I can make these pieces longer if her hair is down. And I guess she wouldn't really, if any pieces fell across her face, they would be a lot longer. There we go. That looks so much better. Oh, there you are, girl. But I do already have plans to do audios with the other girls, and what I probably need to make it a little more clear that these are not canon. Like, they don't have to be canon, because some people don't like the idea of anything intimate going on, and you know what, that's fine. It's almost kind of like fan fiction for my own stuff, where I'm like, you know what, if you want to indulge in that kind of fantasy and think that it's like that, cool. If you don't want to, you don't have to, because some people didn't like the idea when I first kind of proposed it. They were like, I liked that it was more platonic, and then the awful soul I want to do some. He actually has a if still the cable. This is a brand new headset, but the cable still, I have to wiggle it just right for the audio to come out of both sides of the headphones. Okay, let's do with this what we can. Anyway, so some people didn't like the fact that she had a husband, but she was like doing, you know, these kinds of things. And I'm like, again, it can be whatever you want it to be. You know, she's in my kind of, I don't know if I want her husband to be like gone forever or not, because I would feel really bad for her as someone who's married. That would be really sad. So I don't know, but again, it's like, she doesn't have to be doing these things if you don't want to think of her doing these things. Like, it is completely 100% up to the listener. I'm just putting it out there to be spicy and creative, and like I said, you can do whatever you want with it. Let's see, her hair, you can't tell how long her hair is, so yeah, let's just do it like this long. I like this. Let's see, so her hair, let's go right here. Let's just see the ends right here. But yeah, okay. I like it. I could clean it up a little bit, but I like it. The bangs, I like that they're a little harsher. They're a little harsher because, I don't know, snake-like. But anyway, so yeah, that was kind of the deal with that. So I need to reiterate, maybe to some people, that it's not canon that these things are going on. Like, if you know, because I didn't really intend for it to be like that kind of parlor. I was like, okay, if people want to think, I know people's brains are gonna go, I mean, come on, I'm voicing an octopus, like, tentacle masseuse of course people's brains are going to go where you know they're going to go. Like, I knew that from the very beginning when I first posted that audio. So the very, very first audio, ASMR one on YouTube, like I knew. So it's not like I didn't have that sort of in mind, but at the same time, if you don't want to think of those things going on, you don't have to. Like, there's literally nothing, it doesn't have to be canon. But to me, since it's, you know, they're my characters, and it's just kind of like, it's canon and it's not. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's all canon, but it's not. It's whatever you want it to be. Whatever, honestly, whatever makes you enjoy it the most and want to enjoy more content the most. Yeah, that's kind of a cop-out answer, but it's just how I feel, so. Okay, I think... Ooh, I do really like that. Ooh, that turned out good. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Okay, let's get this little piece here. I don't think we need that. Obviously, we need to clean this part up. Oh my gosh, yeah, the lines of her tail look so harsh now that I've done the rest of her. Yeah, she is like eyeballs. Eyeballs so beautifully. Well, I could make the sides of the hair a little bit. March down. Okay, I could make this side more even with the other. So it's like right here. There we go. Hold on, I'll have to redo this a little bit. I'm not keeping super entertaining conversation. I'm sorry. Does anyone want to talk about anything specific? I guess I should check on chat, huh? Ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah, okay. I'll add more details and stuff in the coloring phase, the shading and highlighting phase, aka my favorite. I think the line work and final touches are my favorite steps. Anything in between there, and it's just like, ugh. You know? See, all that fussing I did over the jaw, and then you don't even really see most of it. I don't know why I always get so blue. Alright, let me get rid of some of these superfluous layers. Okay, I definitely do not need these. Here we go. Oh, I wanted to discuss. I wanted to talk more about, I posted about doing whether people would be interested in if I got like a VTuber model, and I think a lot of people got confused or didn't understand that I didn't mean I would get a VTuber model and then replace all of my content with VTuber content. Like I was just thinking for either for streams maybe, or just for a specific series where I'm basically just myself doing ASMR. It wouldn't replace. Okay, I'm nitpicking now. It wouldn't replace the rest of my content. It would just be an addition to. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't know if it'll be worth doing, but it's just like I was trying to think what else could I do that's kind of different than what I usually do that maybe YouTube won't have as much of a problem with. And I was just thinking, if you know, I like to keep my identity private and all that, but if I could, I would like to be in front of the camera. But now, since I have built up, like I can't, you know, I thought about doing it IRL, like with my real name and stuff, but then I'm worried people would make the connection, so it would just kind of be a way to do in front of the camera, quote-unquote ASMR, where I'm actually doing hand motions and addressing the viewer and filming and stuff, as opposed to just voice work. It would not replace my other content, but it was just a thought, and if I did it, I would probably use a free model, see how that goes. When I said drop some money, like, I'm okay dropping like, okay, hold on, I got yes, okay. Merge her down. Okay, right here. Alright, now she is all one. Now I can, okay, now we can get to the fun stuff. Anyway, alright, let me check on chat, see what y'all are saying. I haven't popped in for a while. Amal Booleana? Hello. Ghost Girls? I don't know about that. VTuber models are expensive, aren't they? I mean, it depends on your definition of expensive. If you want like a super, super rigged up one that, you know, will track every single mouth movement and, you know, have very good animation, then yes, they can be thousands of dollars. But I am not dropping that kind of money on a what if scenario. I would just be, I would literally just be trying to find a cheaper model. Like I'm down to pay a couple $100 to make my actual, cause yeah, I'd be willing to pay a couple $100 to have a basic one made out of my T-drop design. Like, hold on, let me. Let's see. So this. Oh, you can't. Like, I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Can you? No, you can't see the files I'm looking through. Okay. It's gonna show all the different expressions I have for my character. I have hundreds and hundreds, but this design right here. Oh no! You know, my profile pic and all that. This is the T-drop version, like the T-drops version of, you know, the character you see cycling through the PNGs. I redrew her here in this more like nighttime kind of cool evening coloration, whereas usually like the artwork that I did for her, for the most part, like the artwork I put so much time into that has a crap ton of expressions and stuff, is this one. And this one obviously is very much warm tones and that kind of vibe. So I'm debating, because this, like I said, this one I have hundreds of expressions and combinations of expressions and poses and stuff just to PNG, you know, cycle through. But I haven't had the willpower to go and recolor every single one of these with this color palette. So when it comes to getting a basic VTube model done, if I do it, I can get one done, like I said, for a couple $100. But I think it will be so basic that I don't want it to be distractingly janky. Like, I don't know if it's worth it, but I'll never know until I find out. So I downloaded a couple programs. I did design a free model, but when I tested it out, like, the mouth only had four like expressions. So even though I was talking, it looked really janky. And oh, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my gosh, it was such a big sneeze. Oh, you think I should use this instead of the heart, which just censored that. That's actually a great idea. Hold on, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I am really proud of the top hat tee. Let's see, I don't know if she's wide enough. Maybe. Anyway, so I don't know about that. I don't know. But it's something that I'm looking into for the new year. Oh, I mean, it's supposed to be British, not French. I don't know if she's gonna cover everything, guys. Oh, you know what I'll do? Hold on, I got this. two of them. Oh, this is so dumb. It's very funny though. Okay. There, at least the thumbnail hopefully will be, let's see, okay. Alright, let's adjust. Stop, oh my gosh, I'm having issues with my pen highlighting too many layers. Stop it, no, I only want to highlight this one. I only want, okay. Give me this one, come on. I'm having issues with my, selection tool recently, and I don't know what it is. See, I'll hit this layer, and it, yes, I want to select this layer, and then I want, whatever. I don't know what happened. I had to restart my computer last time to get it to stop doing it. Oh, yes! Oh, my. My. Indubitably, yes. Okay, I make her. Yes, the rock is quite steamy today. Yes, indeed. Indeed. There we go. Okay. I hope y'all are happy. That actually does make it a little bit easier to start with the coloring. Alright, let's get our reference up. I usually refer to all layers, but since I have to cover up, I'll just refer to the editing layer. Okay, cool. She was an alien. Okay. Anyway, alright. I can oops. Dang it all. I don't remember what I was rambling about before I started talking. Oh, VTubing, yeah. So, I don't know. It is something what I was picking up my rabbit trails. It's something I'm looking into for the new year, and I have to decide if it's... I think it's worth trying. I definitely do. However... if I get like a super close up, well, no one can tell what it is. Yeah. The boob. Okay. What I was saying was, the main issue I had with the free one I tried out, and I knew it was free, so I knew it wasn't going to be perfect, and I knew it was just like a trial thing. It was just one program I was trying, but kind of the main issue I was having with it was that the camera could not judge the distance between, or the model couldn't judge the distance between, like, your hands and the camera, so I wanted to be able to, like, reach out toward the camera, which is the viewer, you know, and brush your hair back or touch your face. Like, that's a huge part of ASMR, especially visually, if it's not, you know, if you're not doing it just with audio. And so that was kind of the main issue I had with the program I tried out, at least, was that I felt like, how am I going to perform ASMR in any capacity with this model if it can't judge that your hands are reaching forward? Because I think a lot of the examples I saw too of just basic VTube models, they're like for gaming, or again just for like commentary on when you're streaming and stuff, whereas for me, I don't know, I'm drawing most of the time on streams, so it would be specifically for ASMR streams, or chatting streams, or like specifically that type of thing. It would be for a very niche part of my channel, it wouldn't be taking over anything. I still love my PNG character T. I love all of her expressions, but it's like if I can't reach, you know, if I can't seem like I'm reaching through my eyes. Okay, there we go. If I can't look like I'm reaching through the camera and trying to there we go. I don't know. It's like if I can't achieve that effect on a budget first, like maybe I just can't. Maybe I just won't ever be able to achieve that on a budget. And I don't really know what I'm talking about, to be honest. Like oh my gosh, I feel so old. I'm learning so much about how it works and like rigging and all these programming interface and blah 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 blah. I feel like an old lady trying to figure it out. But I am trying to do my best. This is the ugliest stage, by the way. This is exciting because you're finally putting colors in, but oh my gosh, does it look bad. It always looks so bad. So yeah, I don't know if I can achieve some level of there we go. If I can achieve some level of, I don't want to say realism because that sounds dumb, but if I can achieve you know, an effect of actually reaching through the camera and trying to interact, like reach out to the viewer, then I will be happy. But if it's gonna look really janky and distracting, then I don't know. I don't want to say yet. I want to, you know, I think everything's worth a try, so I'm gonna give it a try first, and then see what happens. But it's probably gonna be a while, so anyone that doesn't like the idea, you know, you'll be waiting a while anyway. Okay, I'm not looking to do fine detail yet. Let's do eyebrows. Okay, on the hair layer. I love that she's got these dark chocolate brown eyebrows with this silver hair. I don't know why, it's just such a nice contrast. I think I made her eyebrows a little too thin, actually. Let's thicken those gals up just a little bit. I can always thin them out. It's a little bit better. Yeah, cool. Need to get this. But anyway, that will be an adventure for 2026. I'm fussing over details. I'm not there yet. Okay, I need tail. That's what I need next is the tail colors. Let's get the base color. Once I get all of the flat color laid down, then I can darken the background. I don't like to darken the background until, because I don't know what her, I guess I'll put her in her sauna room, I guess. Maybe I'll do it, maybe all steamy. I'll figure that out in a second. Because with Aurealia's artwork, it was easy. I'm like, of course she's going to be out by the ocean, and that turned out beautifully, because an ocean and a sky and clouds, it's like one of the easiest things to do like realism wise, in my opinion, or at least like passably. And so with Aurelia, I don't really know. I'm trying to figure out where she would be. Oh dang it, I forgot about this. Oh my god, okay, let's just get through this. Oh, whoops. Hold on. I guess I could... Hold on, I could just do this. There. Could just... Ooh. Until I got down here. This is the most terrifying stage because you're just putting flat colors in and it looks so cartoony and so bad. Usually, even if the line work is good. And then you'll start to second guess yourself, being like, what in the world? This looks so goofy, but you have to trust the process. Some incredible people out there can just do everything on one layer, start to finish, and it looks amazing. I am not one of those people. I need my process. I need my layers and layers of, and it's taken me a long time too. It's taken me years to figure out what my particular process is. Now that I've finally found that system, I don't like change. Okay, no selection tool for me, not on a Naga's body. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now... that layer was tainted. Okay, she's definitely gonna have like a dark brown-ish kind of background, so... yeah, sure, that's fine. We'll throw in... just throw in some suggestions of light here, just to give an idea of what the lighting is going to be. Steamy. And let's get my favorite blending tool in here. Alright, I gotta look at chat again and hold on. That was the best suggestion ever, having my face on as the sensor. That was great. I am ashamed that I did not think of that. Okay, I'm gonna take a few more bites of my cold popcorn chicken. Sorry. I say I'm sorry because I know some people out there cannot stand mouth sounds. I'm so sorry. Tea to hide the teas. Oh, that's great. You should ask for a consultation. Oh, Amali? You should ask for a consultation with some experience. Yeah, I know. Well, I sort of did. I've said this before, I'm friends with Kindred Spirit ASMR. We worked together for a long time before I had to take a break and then came back and started my own stuff. And I kind of asked him for some references, but I'm gonna probably... he is so busy though. I'm probably gonna ask him if he can give me some tips. But I know the first time he got a really good one, he paid a lot of money like right up front, and I'm just not there. He's just T blocked. Gone for like 10 minutes, come back to this. Pure perfection. Yes. Good lord, the muscles. Yes, this stage is very 80s cartoon chic. Okay. Sounds weak. Turn from feel I prefer listening quiet around. Oh yeah, no. The sensor, I can't. I know. What I was saying is, I don't, that's another thing, is if I do ASMR live, yes, the quality, I would do my best to make it as top quality as I could doing it live, or like, you know, pre-recorded live, whatever. But again, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop doing my other audios. I'm just it would just be an extra thing. Again, I'm not gonna stop posting the other stuff. It doesn't mean the other stuff won't exist, or that I'm not gonna still put a ton of time and effort and love and care into my audios, because atmosphere and the right sound effects and everything are so vitally important to me. I am so uptight. Even if I could afford someone to edit for me, which maybe one day, even if I could afford that right now, I think I am just too controlling, I guess. I'm too much of a control freak. I would want to know exactly what sound effects are going in, where. I want the timing to be right. I want the atmosphere to be right, the music, the cues, like everything. I want it exactly the way, I don't even want to say the way I see it in my head. Like, I'll have an idea, but once I sit down to edit, that's when I know for sure. And, oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll have the money for someone else to edit my stuff, and I'll trust someone enough to do it. Okay, why am I futzing about the background here? This is literally just like a suggestion of, like I said, a suggestion of light and stuff. Okay, blah 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 blah. This is my favorite blending brush of all time. It's so simple, but oh my gosh. If you want to make anything with Painterly, it's so good. I may have gone too far in a few places. Let's see. Alright, let's just... This is how I'm doing all of this from now on. Just this. That's how I'm sent. If I go live for any more of these artworks, that's how I'm doing it. Like, it's kind of cheap. I don't know if anyone who's a patron would be upset that I'm doing this live, and it's not. I mean, it is, the finished product will be exclusive to Patreon, I promise. But I hope no one's upset that I'm doing this here instead of leaving it all just on Patreon. But I'm not allowed to go live on Patreon because my content is adult themed, some of it. Because of that, Patreon live is not an option for me anymore, which kind of sucks. But alright, let's just... Why am I getting so... why am I caring so much about... Alright, cool, that's good enough. Let's just say... she's probably... with Aurelia, I had her... Aurelia on the rocks, but I did initially want her to be like on crates and stuff because it looks kind of, you know, rustic and, you know, dock like, I don't know. So maybe I'll actually put, or it could be the wooden, yeah, I don't know. What is this perspective? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter right now. It's just, whoops. I'll just do this. We'll just use our imaginations. We will just pretend. Now. That's what we'll do. Here, something vaguely like that, and I'll redefine that later. Okay. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Let's get all the basic colors so I can finally start going in with some shading. Let's do some hold on, I think my music ran out. Yes, it did. Okay. As a patron, I'm 100% chill with this being streamed. My only concern with you getting banned off something. No, as long as that's the weird thing too, is that, with artwork and like time lapses and stuff, maybe it's different now, but I have never been able to figure out why different like body parts and stuff, like if it's live or if it's like streamed, it just doesn't seem to, the AI or whatever doesn't seem to be able to pick up on what it is. There was a time lapse I did has it been 2 years at this point? It's been almost 2 years. I did a time lapse on my other channel, and I had a safe for work version and a not safe for work version, and the not safe for work version was very not safe for work. Like, it was, I'm talking full gigantic schlong. And it was up for like a week before anyone told me. And the reason I was sort of new-ish to my editing software. Wow, I really need to soften this up. I was new to my editing software, and when I zoomed in, I thought I was cropping the video, but all I'd really done was zoom in on my editing viewer, and so I had not censored it like I thought I did. So yeah, that was a shock to me, and it didn't. So it was just hanging out there in the artwork in this video, and YouTube didn't catch it. I had to take it down myself when someone alerted me that it was there, and I'm like, okay, so that somehow was fine. So I don't know what it is with artwork or images. I think it struggles sometimes. Other times it doesn't. I don't know. It's really dumb. Okay, I need to walk in here. It's really dumb. I don't know. I just this thing anymore. I just don't know what the deal is. So I'm not too worried whoever said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to check and double check whoever just said that, but I'm actually not too worried at all about this getting me into any trouble, just because I don't think it can detect things as easy. It seems to be more sensitive to sounds and what it perceives as like erotic. I don't know. Which is so garbage. Whatever, I don't want to talk about that. I have talked about that at length. I'm tired of talking about it, and I'm sure everyone's tired of hearing about it and seeing it. And I feel like every single YouTuber ever is going through this now, and yeah, it's just whatever. Patreon exists. Patreon is my hero. Patreon is it's been a huge blessing for me. Alright, I'm going to make a slightly... Oh gosh, the monocle kind of looks like a misplaced, purr. That's funny. Okay, but I have to do the shading here. I could... where'd I go? Okay, there I am. I'll have to do the shading more. Obviously, finer tune it. Off-platform, whatever. That's probably too dark. I can't see what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll have to figure that out for sure later, but I can at least do the top part here, because yeah, she is a muscle mama. Muscle mamacita. Alright, I want to... Okay, where was I? I used to name my layers too. I feel like I used to be a lot more organized with that kind of stuff, but I'll have to go back and do that later. Okay, now I've started to do a little bit more of this, but I don't like to do a ton of it because I feel like I don't quite know how to use the blending right. Okay, I think I definitely made the shadow on her face too heavy. She's just so indifferent. She's so indifferent. That's great. That's exactly the vibe that I wanted for her. Not angry, not like scary, just indifferent. Try to figure out the lighting here. Let's see if her arm's like in the back, maybe? Yeah, let's just do that for now and then I can wheedle down. Okay. Ah, Nuri. Alright. Maybe, I don't know, we'll figure out the lighting in some other time. Figure out the lighting some other time, yeah. I don't know if I like the soft. I don't know, it's like... I'm just not... It's just hard for me. Once I go full, like, soft lighting shading, I have a problem. I have a problem not going, like, full... Like, trying to do full realism-ish stuff. Not that I'm incredible at that, but that's what I did for a long time. It was kind of like portraits and stuff. I guess she wouldn't... I don't know why she'd have a dip there. Alright, I gotta flip. Okay, let's save this now. Let's flip a girl. Okay, we've gotta get this hair. Sorry, I got lost. I get lost in the sauce a lot when I'm drawing hair. Okay. Okay. I'm just going around doing a bunch of. I can't. My brain shuts off sometimes. Should probably check on chat, see how everyone's doing. Let's see. Do I want? Yeah, I should probably put a little bit of shading here. Okay. And we like a little bit. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh my gosh, some tiny little things like this don't match up. It gets so annoying. Okay, there we go. It's like a pixel. It's like, oh no, I better fix that pixel. Okay. So I went with this like minty green. The only problem, oh my gosh, like I love and hate white hair, silver hair, whatever. Like because the highlighting option, if it's already white-ish, then you're kind of left with very limited highlight options, because I usually like to highlight, you know, in all white, but if you have all white hair, that just makes it difficult to make it convincing. Maybe I'll darken, because I usually, it's not, obviously it's not solid white hair, or you wouldn't be able to highlight at all, but I might darken the overall tone a little bit more, maybe? I'm unsure. However, I think it looks nice enough. I've really got to practice my Aurelia voice, because I have not tried to voice her in a while. She is very soft, but very strong. Alright, let's see here. Before I do anything else, it is bothering me to no end. I usually don't like doing this until like very last minute. Or, well, I guess that's not entirely true. I'll just go ahead and... Her eyes were just looking a little too dead. Okay. I've definitely got to get some blush on her up in here, because she's looking a little bit flat. And she will, once I add more, like flyaway hairs and stuff on her, around her hair and stuff, that'll look much nicer too. No one freak out, I know what I'm doing. I know she looks kind of clowny. Oops. Touch on the shoulders, a little bit on the belly. Let's make it a bit of a brighter pink. We can always scale it back. Yeah, I like the brighter pink better. We can always scale it. I will scale it back. Oh, how I want to show you the lusciousness that I will craft beneath here, but I can't. Not on here. Sorry. When it's finished, it'll go on Patreon. Very, what do you call it? It looks very bad, but it will get better. You gotta blend it out, and then you gotta fade it, just so that there's hints of it, but not a crap ton. Here we go. Plus, oh my gosh, when you put the highlights in here, Put the highlights in around that blush. It looks so good. Oh, so juicy. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know why those are like the popular areas for blush, like on the shoulders and the elbows and stuff. But I don't make the rules. I just do my best to follow them. If I okay. How are y'all doing? I haven't checked on you in a bit. I'm gonna go in. Buttercup, buttercup. Let's try a little more peachy. There we go. A little more peachy. I need to adjust. I'm going to adjust the shading on her lips. Should I make it? I did this little. I had this little thing for her lips, but let's see. I don't think I made her lips. I did not make her lips that thin, or that thick in this artwork, but no, yeah, her lips are thinner than this. So I have to just perform a little surgery. Just a little surgery. We'll just go in and remove. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep that line anyway, to be fair. Let's just go in and add a little dot. There, that looks a little closer to, yeah, what she had. So I did the same. Alright, fine. You have forced my hand. Let's see what it looks like. Darker. Okay. Okay. I might have overdone it with the blush a little bit. Let's scale it back. Let's scale it back. Although, once I do the highlights, it won't matter as much because the highlights are so juicy. Speak of which, I'm gonna do some highlights right now. This whole region is just, it's gotta look so bad under there because I haven't been able to do anything with it yet. I haven't been able to touch, not even a little touch, because censored. Let's see. I always want to do like those cute little like circle highlights. I always have to figure out where they go. Mama, the muscles like this. I always like to do kind of like one of those circle swoop things where it's like circle swoop, but I have to work to make it look good. Yeah, no. I love just a hint of backlighting. Ah, that's where the magic happens, baby. Those little moments, those little contrasts. Those little sharp contrasts between light and dark. That's where it's at, baby. Okay, I never want to overdo it with the lips either, because I never want them to exactly look like they got, you know, lip gloss on, but in this case, I'm gonna have to flip pretty soon. I can feel it. I feel the need to flip, taking over me. There, that one turned out pretty good. See, like that little swoop, I'll probably blend it out a little bit later, but still. Okay, there, I'm gonna save and I will flip. Let's flip it. Okay. Wow, I didn't know if I would get this far, which I still have all of this tail left to go, to be fair. Those mushkers. I'm gonna do a little something. Usually you shouldn't do this at this stage, but whatever, if you have to, you have to. I think I need to make this eye a little bit, just a little bit more defined. Yeah, I'm gonna give her a little bit more eyeliner, for lack of a better descriptor. This is not the stage to be doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. Sue me. Okay, I need to... thin out her lips a little bit more. Okay. And then I can give her I feel like I'm going to be really happy with this, walk away from it, and then come back to it and be like, oh no! So, I don't know. We'll find out together, I guess. Alright, I'm just gonna let her hang out there for a second, and I'm finally gonna check chat, so... let's see what y'all have been saying. I am so far behind on chat. Let's see. YouTube, okay, I'm going way back here. YouTube has a very confused moderating eye. Yes, it does. Do you have a favorite monster girl? One that you're more in tune with? Definitely Aurelia. I don't know the... It's the softness of the voice, with the accent, rolling the R's, speaking slowly. She is my favorite, because she runs the gambit from strong, intimidating, but also gentle. Can't say hello. Chrisbot, hello. I don't know if you're still here. I enjoy your content, so keep up the good work. Thank you. I'm having company in 30 minutes, and I just feel like taking a nap, except I only take two 3-hour naps. What? I'm sorry, I'm confused about that. I know, that sucks. That sucks sometimes when you're having people over and you just want to curl up and sleep. I just realized I think the very first stream of yours I saw was the first Aurelia art stream. Oh, that's cool. Okay, ASMR roleplay idea. Sailor takes each of the monster girls out on a dinner date. It would be interesting to see how each one would react outside of work. I have thought about that. I have had a few ideas that I have put on the back burner about the girls being out and about together outside of work, but I am waiting on a few more characters to arrive first before I can develop that more. But I do like the idea, that's very cute. Gotta say, the pinup idea is incredible and seeing the process is amazing. Do you have any plans to do pinups of other monster girls that you've been featured, that's been featured on the channel, or introduce more? Yes, yes, and yes. I am going to do pinups for every monster girl. I've got at least 2 or 3 more monster girls coming eventually. I'm just working on it. I think you're generally the best ASMRist on the platform. Oh, that's a lie, but thank you. Thank you very much, literally me. No, there are people far more talented and more successful than I am, but thank you. I appreciate that. Frustrating that YouTube is causing so many problems. I love your work. Thank you so much. It's... I've talked about it at length. I don't want to talk about it anymore, but it was a good thing and a bad thing. Like all things in life, no matter, I mean, literally, the only hole you can't dig yourself out of is the grave. So, I mean, you can hit rock bottom and bounce back up. So, my friend is calling me. How dare she? I'm just gonna silence it. Anyway, favorite tea? I'm not really familiar with all that many types of tea except chai. Or is the tea part just a name and you're not some sort of tea-loving freak? A little bit of both, actually. No, I do love tea. My favorite tea, very predictably and boringly, I wish I could say it was different, but it really isn't. My favorite absolutely still is hands down Earl Grey. It's like the most, besides English breakfast tea, it's like the most basic, well-known tea, but it is just... Oh, I love black teas, but Earl Grey specifically is black tea with some bergamot, and that is just the best combination. Oh my gosh, it's just... No, it turns me on. It's so freaking good. And no, I have a gigantic drawer of loose leaf tea that I keep. I love blending teas together, making different combinations. But I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. I was definitely much more into making tea every single day when I first came up with this name before I started my channels, but I really drink way more coffee than I do tea anymore, so I know I'm a hypocrite, but no, it is... Literally, I did choose that name because I love tea and I love loose leaf tea, and I don't know. There's literally just something so I don't know, satisfying about tea. I just love it so much. Looking forward to new Monster Girls. Wonder who's next. I have a bit of a conundrum going on, and there's only 9 of you here, so it's not like I'm ruining this for the whole channel, but the next one I am going to introduce, next character, I don't even want to say monster girl, I want to introduce a secretary, because I have a theory, and this might sound a little tinfoil hat conspiracy theory-ish, but I have a theory that I have noticed a little bit sometimes if a video is struck with limited ads or something, it tells me it has a problem with it. If I upload an edited version, but the first, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes are not changed, I think whatever algorithm, whatever scanning devices they use to pick up audio, I think it realizes that it's a pattern, that it's like the same video with minor changes, and I think it's just like, oh, it's the same video, and it'll still flag it or whatever. So my thought is, maybe part of the issue with my videos, every Monster Girl spa video being taken down or being, you know, getting me strikes. It's not even limited ads anymore. They're giving me strikes left and right every time I try to post one. I'm wondering if it is the intro, where it's basically the same, where the sea fades in, you hear Repent's voice, and it's like this pattern. So I thought, and at this point I'm like, okay, all 3 girls are supposed to be really busy at this point with a lot of clients, so they probably need a secretary. So I don't want to have Repent being the person who welcomes you anymore, which I know that's been the pattern, but I think I need to break that pattern as part of a bit of an experiment to see if maybe it'll be more forgiving if there is a different kind of intro. So I want to introduce a secretary, and I don't know if I want her to be a monster girl herself or if she's actually going to be like the one human in the parlor. I think that would be a fun contrast if there were just like one human secretary who is just like, well, ain't my life just crazy. What about a hobbit? I'm not really doing established fantasy world things beyond like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna do I'm gonna do hobbit. I think that hold on, I think that was my last track. I've gone through. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, hold on. Hope y'all are enjoying Aurelia just hanging out. Tequila with YouTube. But if it does drop you, I'm glad I got you on Patreon. Yeah, I am going to be working on a Discord server that is separate from the one I have now. Maybe, I don't know, because I do have a Discord, but I really want to make sure that everyone who comes into there is of age, so it is only available through Patreon, because Patreon makes you verify your age first. So I don't really just have a Discord server that anyone can join, and I don't really have any other social platforms, like a ton of them, where people can just go to gather. I'm not very active on things like that, so I don't know, figure it out. But a secretary sounds like a fun addition to the cast, and I will tell you, for a split second I was really tempted to actually make the secretary be Leora, because Leora came from a world beyond the veil, right? She came from a fantasy world, so it would make sense, especially since she was half succubus and half dragon, that maybe she is from this world. But I think that would be a little too world-shattering, so I'm not going to do that. But I did for a split second. I thought that would be funny if you had if you had Leora, the New Jersey half devil, half succubus. Which it still drives me nuts now that I'm thinking about it, that I mixed up incubus and succubus, because I had initially been writing that script for both a male and a female, because I was going to edit it a bit and give it to one of my male VAs, right? But then I realized that I didn't have time for that. Okay, there was no time for that. I did a lot of improving when I recorded that script, and I just was not going to go back and write down all of my improving. I didn't have time to do it. But in the initial script, I had succubus and incubus as interchangeable, and I accidentally said incubus out loud a few times, even though I meant succubus, because succubus is the female, the incubus is the male. So when I said that I was half incubus, that was implying that I had an incubus father, but no, daddy is a dragon. So that was yeah, I don't know if anyone cares enough about that. But anyway, maybe Blue Sky, aka B-Sky, Bisky. I have no idea what you're saying, I'm sorry. Leora at the front desk would be an interesting surprise. I know, but I'm thinking that I am just going to either have just a straight up human character, or maybe like a witch, or something like that, someone who has, because I have not made it canon yet in this world that magic exists, and I don't know if I want to teeter on that precipice or not, because I know no one would care, really. Like, this is a very softly built world, but I feel like if I establish magic, like, to be actually true and real, then it would just have wider implications for like how things are done, and I don't know if I want to think too hard about that, so I don't know yet. Yes, I had Ravain do like the energy pathways and stuff, but you could argue whether or not that's real, right? Even in IRL, it's like, okay, whatever. Is that real? Is that not real? It's up to you, whether that helps or not. So I didn't try and establish that as actually real. So if I did like a human character who had powers, whatever, that would kind of change the world too. So I'm kind of sitting on it for a while. I mean, honestly, I'm a little burnt out as far as like writing and trying to come up with stuff like that. So I'm thinking that I might just, like I said earlier, I don't know, like an hour ago, I think I said that I'm probably just going to really focus on cranking out some good artworks in the next couple of weeks and take a break from creating audios, except for maybe the Patreon audios, because I have a few more ideas in mind, and that went over very, 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 very well with my patrons. They really liked the spicier audio, and I really enjoyed doing it. So if I put my energy into anything, it's probably going to be that. YouTube as a platform is kind of on the back burner for me right now, because Patreon is just where it's at. That's where all the love is, that's where the income is, that's where the creativity is. I mean, I couldn't do any of this without Patreon at this point, so YouTube gave me a jumping off point. But anyway, so I don't know, as far as the secretary goes, I always have to skip this track. This track always gets to me at some point. Skipping. So, I'm trying to think. I kind of wondered... Oh, hi, Josh. I kind of wondered what's like a kind of like a sleepy kind of creature that maybe just doesn't like to move that much. I literally considered like a Nico girl, like a cat girl who's just kind of lazy and it's like, okay, you can go in that way. But it probably would be a little more fun if the secretary was just a normal human girl who was like, well, maybe I don't know, maybe she's like, I can't get a job anywhere else for whatever reason that I have to figure out. But that's another kind of delay on getting any more content out, is I have to just work those things out, and my brain has just not been wanting to form what I need to form to get it out there and do it well. That's the thing, is you could do anything, but it doesn't mean you could do it well unless you put time into it. Because I do have big plans. Like, I'm really excited. I'm gonna do, you're finally gonna have some dual treatments where it's gonna be, multiple, like I think the very next one is going to be Aurelia and Ravane doing dual treatments at once. They've worked out a way to do it at the same time on the same person without interfering with each other's techniques. I'm gonna do a couple of those where it's multiple at the same time, and yeah, so I have big plans. I just think my brain needs a break from trying to write scripts and stuff. Selkie would be an interesting addition. I am planning on having a water creature girl very soon. She was going to be the very, very, very next audio, but I think I want to give them a little more time. I'm trying to establish that they're literally having an entire wing built off the back of their warehouse spa structure. I don't know. I should probably do a little sketch. Hold on, actually, I'm just sitting here yapping. Let me try and do kind of a sketch. I'm not very good at landscapes or... Okay, let's see. I'll come back. I'm not very good at landscapes that much, but just an idea of... Just to give you an idea of how I see this place, right? Okay, that is way too bright. Let's do something like this, and then there's that. Okay. I don't know. Waves. So on the back end of I'm trying to figure out what perspective I want here. Oh, come on. Come on, Clip Studios. Rocks, rocks, jagged rocks. So really jaggedy. And then maybe there is a bit of a beach. Maybe there's a little bit of a beach, but not by much. It's not. And if there is a beach, it's definitely very kind of rocky, more than sandy. There's a bit of a beach. Okay, and so I had kind of seen it was like this big almost like a barn, like a warehouse. Got docks. Everything's up on stilts. Get your docks. This looks so bad. Like I'm trying to visualize it as I'm drawing it. It's like there's a window. Here will be the door to go in, and then so there's like I'm gonna start over a little bit. So it's like if okay, so C's out here. Okay, so if this is the sea over here in the corner, this is the ocean. This is where the boats are. Yay, boats! Looks so bad. But that's the end of the dock, right? That's the ocean. There's clouds up here. There's this. That's the sunset. In case. So Repent's building would be right about here, and she said that she had a sign with the tentacles above the door. And then my idea was that it would be kind of like trying to do brick here. I don't know. It's supposed to look like brick, even though it's a hash. Brick or wood, whatever. I guess it would be more wood, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay, fine. So, wood, plank, whatever. And so it's like at the end of the dock. So there are other buildings around here, but she's like the back, and actually, you know what? There wouldn't be a line there. It would literally just be, yeah, like maybe that's a little too big. I don't know, but yeah, this perspective is fact. Hold on, I did kind of like what I had going on before, but that was just to show the separation of like floors, almost like it's kind of slapdash together. I'm so bad at drawing like houses and crap, but okay, so I see this as kind of how it looks from like the walkway. We're walking along the cobblestones, and then the end of the dock is here. Now this is more the back. So I just need to brush up this perspective a little bit. Hold on. Why am I even doing this? I'm just messing around right now. But someone asked me to do this a while ago, and I was like, nah. But I'll go ahead and do it now because I might as well. I'm just wasting time because my son's gonna be up from his nap anytime now, and I just wanted to break. Okay. All right. So again, there's if that's Repent's place. Let's move it down a little bit so we can have some perspective. I'm trying here. This is supposed to be the dock right here. Okay, so yeah, that will be the dock. Ish. You'll be able to see some of the other buildings. I'm trying to figure out this perspective, like what it would look like. There's other buildings and that looks like a tree. I don't know. Just there's some buildings and then it's just I guess it would be more like this. Yeah. Definitely. Like that. And then oops. There's like hillside over here with trees and houses and stuff. House! But I see it, if it's like a port town, then I see it as lots of houses kind of stacked together. And maybe, you know, lots of levels to it. This looks so bad, but Repent's place would be, it's got like 2 levels. This would be like a window. Again, there's the door open. Let's say her sign's right here. That's the dock. And so the building would be also on the dock. Another level to it. Inside, like right at the edge of the docks. But yeah, I pictured this little town to be just packed with buildings because it's so small. It's like anyway. I'm not gonna go into detail, but you get the picture. Little smiley face. Oh. It looks so bad. I'm sure everyone's left by now. Mustard packet. Hi. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Boyo. I don't know if you're still here, but hello. Could the secretary explain the new expanded menu options as a break between characters? Possibly. What a surprising shock of a thumbnail on my subscriber page. Wouldn't be surprised if YouTube took the stream down the same way it does with copyrighted music. I don't know. I'm surprised. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Your Patreon has helped me sleep very well over the holidays, and I can't thank you enough for it. Hope you had a great holiday and can't wait for more of the girls. Aw, thank you. I'm glad it helped you out, and I did have a great holiday. Thank you. Your Leora is showing. Yes, my Leora. I tend to revert to Leora a lot when I'm trying to explain things. I don't know why. My guess for the next girl is a mermaid. You are correct. I am going to put a little, I don't want to say like a little bit of a different spin on it. There's only so many things you can do with mermaids, but it is going to be interesting. I keep... Anyway. Hi T, love your work, eager to see who the next girl is and what she does. My thought is like a salamander, Fire Liz, who did Hot Stone Fire Cups or something, but not sure how auditorily that would sound. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I think you would do a lot with that, but that wasn't really my wheelhouse, so that's something to think about. Maybe. We'll see. No, the next girl is going to be a mermaid when I get around to her. Well, technically the very next girl isn't going to be a monster girl, I don't think. The next girl is going to be a secretary, and she's going to be human. As human as you or I. And, I have to figure out why she took that job, why she couldn't get a job somewhere else. Maybe she's stuck there? maybe she didn't have enough money to pay her way back or something, and really needed a job to earn enough money to leave. Maybe she doesn't like it there. That could be fun. I don't really have a grumpy character, so that could be kind of fun, having a grumpy character who, maybe not grumpy, but like just is frustrated and wants to go home. Maybe I already have like a scared kind of timid character in Ravane, so I don't really want like, you know, a weeping beauty or anything like that, but just like an average down-to-earth girl who is, you know, just ready to get out of there, but maybe over the course of working there she decides to stay? I don't know. I have to figure something out. I'm not sure. But after that, the next, it is true, I might introduce both in the same audio. There's no reason I can't. Because the very next girl I'm going to introduce will be the mermaid when I get around to it. I feel like I've been saying that for 2 months now, but well, yeah, it's not my fault that YouTube decided to start taking down my videos and striking me and threatening to take away my channel, so that creativity was kind of halted and channeled elsewhere. Anyway, I'm just gonna let her hang out for a bit now. And, yeah, sorry, eating sounds. I'll probably wrap up the stream soon. I usually don't stream that much past 2 hours anyway. It's a bit of a stretch. I'll probably finish up her tale and stuff tonight. I would love to be able to post this tonight, but I don't know how realistic that is. I don't know, I got pretty far. Kappa running a hot spring section. Take your time, the product will be better if you're not stressed. We'll love it when it comes. Thank you. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, if I can't write, then I'm just gonna draw, because I still want to give the people something. And I've had a lot of fun doing this, like the pinup girl idea has just reinvigorated me. Oh my gosh, I don't care if it's from the fridge and it's like a day old. This popcorn chicken is so good. No more breading for me after tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to my lifting. I had to take 20 pounds off of my, well, 15 to 20 pounds off of each, work set last time I lifted, and I think I might have to do it again because it's been a long time. I was going every 3 days, and then I got sick for 10 plus days and wasn't able to go back, and then when I did go back, yeah, I had to drop 15 to 20 pounds on each work set of each exercise. That was frustrating. And then blah blah blah, didn't have a car for a while, wasn't able to go lift, so I'm both really eager but also really scared to go back to lifting. Like, I'm ready, but I also know that, oh my gosh, I'm scared and I'm gonna be weak again. I'm sure this is fascinating for all of you. As far as the Kappa and the hot spring idea, like, I want, I'm not sure how I feel about Kappas. I am very boring. I'm very basic and very boring, and I want very basic and very boring, monster girl design-ish. I don't like going too far off of like kind of the classics. I guess Kappa is a classic, but it kind of freaks me out. It's like if they don't keep water in their head, they'll die. Like, I don't know, I don't like it. It's complicated. It would make it way more, because it has to be water from their like home base, like home pond or whatever. So I don't quite know how that would work. Can't make progress if you don't go through it. So you're doing better than me on the gym thing. I mean, it all starts somewhere. I'm actually just a pudgy little housewife, but there was a time where I was much smaller and like way smaller. I lost so much weight. I was back to my high school weight and I loved it. It was great. And then I got hit by a car and kind of just stress ate my way through the last 2 years, gained it all back, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start on weight loss, but more than anything, I just want to be strong. So I started lifting, and yeah, I made a lot of progress in 3 months. Like, it was crazy. I was deadlifting. I mean, it was rough. I had to take pauses between. The most I deadlifted smoothly, without having to pause, was 225, and then last time I was able to do 230 with like a little hitch in between, and right about then, like right after that was when I got sick. But I'm doing, yeah, I'm like 100 plus on all of my exercises. So bench press, overhead, and squats is crazy. Squats, I was doing 185 on squats, and then I had to take 20 pounds off. It was so rough, and it was still so hard. Like, I could feel how much that absence had affected me. It was so hard, but you know what? It's better to go back and start where you can than to say, well, that's it, I can't do it anymore. Because I was there for a while. I got very, very sad about it. Very bad, poor self-image, all that. And thankfully I have a great support system, and my dad is my coach. My dad has been weightlifting pretty much since I was a teenager, on and off. Not consistently, but he knows what he's talking about. On this program he's on, gets you strong fast. Honestly, doing what you need to do to prevent burnout is so important. I love your work and definitely want you to do what makes you happy and feel creatively fulfilled. Oh, thank you. I have the best audience. Seriously, I've had very, very few negative interactions since I started these channels, either channel. But I really do appreciate hearing that. I'll never get tired of it. It does help a lot. Because, yeah, no one's making me do anything. I make myself my deadlines, and I make myself, have to do so many things by a certain time, because consistency is important. But now that YouTube isn't so much of a factor, yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm gonna work on just trying to crank out some pretty artwork. Also, while you were talking about kappas, I was thinking capybaras, and now I'm just thinking about a stoner capybara girl running a hot spring. Oh, that would be such a cute idea. The thing is, I don't remember his name. It's gonna drive me nuts because I used to listen to it all the time. Has anyone here heard the ASMR from that Australian guy? He did a crocodile and capybara go to a hot spring, and it was so funny. Kind of cheesy, but it was so funny and so sweet and very calming. I must have listened to that. I have listened to that so many times, and I can't remember his name, and I feel bad. I literally just have to type in capybara go like ASMR, and I think he's one of the only ones that have done it. I'm not sure, but so I would definitely feel like I'm borrowing the idea from him, even though you just gave me that suggestion. But oh my gosh, that would be cute, because I guess the mermaid, we wouldn't want her to boil alive or anything. So because the wing they're working on, shocker, is gonna be like a water wing. It's gonna go down into the water, so the mermaid character can come and go as she wants. But it's also going to have something else that I don't want to spoil. There's only 9. There's not even 10 of you here, I know, but still, I have to keep some secrets. Oh my gosh. A stoner capybara girl. That would be so fun. Oh my gosh. It would be... We could have... I don't know what a capybara girl would look like, Because they're rodents, right? I have no idea what a hybrid would look like. What if it's just... what if it's just like a gorgeous, gorgeous woman's body, and there's just a capybara head with long hair? Oh gosh, I don't know. I would have to think about it, because I like the idea in theory, but I'm trying to visualize what that character would look like without looking super weird. I don't know. But if I if I went that direction, it would be really cool. She would just always have a she'd always have a pipe, and she'd be like, just relax, it's fine. You see that you see that dragonfly over there? Oh, it's the prettiest dragonfly I've ever seen. Yeah, it's like got 6 sets of wings. I don't know. That would be really fun. I'm gonna have to go literally in a second here, but I'm just chilling with you guys. Actually, since I'm just chilling with you guys, I'm going to take her away. I'm sorry. I have to be honest about what's going on. And right now, I am just chatting. I'm not really doing the artwork anymore. There we go. Nummy. Okay. Short, saggy hair over the eyes, capybara ears, probably chubby, and whiskers. This just off the dome. Hold on. I literally just redid this, but hold on. Let's see. Hola todo. Hello. Todos. Oh my gosh, I haven't taken Spanish since I was in 9th grade. But, hola. Alright. Oops. There we go. Okay, so... Well, just to flip the canvas, I need to... I need a computer since... I'm trying to figure out how to make her, like, artfully chubby. I promise this is something. Maybe it's something. Let's see, I don't know if I want to keep this. She could get one leg over the other, maybe. Something, couch or something like that, maybe. She could roll. not, that's what happens when you start with the head sometimes. Yeah, this is the stuff I don't show you guys. I usually like to have the line work somewhat cleaned up before it looks so bad. Hobbit style pipe, I don't know. That's right. That's right there. I don't know if I'm doing her any favors at this angle. I'm trying to show she's got one leg. Although if she was that chubby, she wouldn't be able to do that. Trust me, I know. Whatever, yeah, she's one leg here, over there. I don't know. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Okay, okay, so like, I think capybara ears look like, I don't know. She have like, she just looks like a, I guess she wouldn't have human ears. She looks like, this is not looking good so far. Oh my gosh, this looks so bad. Here, we'll see how bad it is when we flip it too. Oh my gosh, yeah, I made it look like... Oh, whatever. What am I doing? This is just a concept. It's not even something I'm, like, planning on doing. I guess if you did give her those, like... You gave her more of a... cheekbones like this. That is kind of what they would look like. It was kind of a little bit, like, bear-like-ish. Capybaras do have bigger noses, though. Oh yeah, she's like, oh yeah. This is good stuff. She looks more like a bear, honestly. What I've done to her. She doesn't look very pretty. Not yet, anyway. I don't know if I can make this work, you guys. Oh gosh, I don't. What am I doing? Maybe it could work. I don't know. Why am I spending energy on this? Oh, might as well. And then I think capybara ears are just kind of like bear ears, right? I don't know. She's like, oh, dude. What's the little fry symbol? She's like, fried. Yeah. Oh, gosh. If you make an audio with her, it could be an herbal steam bath because weed, and I guess that's her specialty. She's wearing a hoodie. Also, I love her, but I'm sorry I did this to you. It's okay. Hi, King. Yeah, honestly, bear was my first thought. She's smoking a pipe. She's, yeah, I guess she's smoking a pipe. I don't know. Hold on. I literally have to look up capybaras now. What in the world do capybaras even look like? Wow, that's all I had to type in. Their ears are... Oh, their ears are weird. Oh, their ears are weird and like, wrinkly and stuff. I'll try my best here. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Okay, so their ears are like literally like these wrinkled, weird. They're kind of non-existent, honestly. Why am I doing this? Why? Why? Why do I want to give her curly hair? I'm giving her a bob, so that should be good enough. I do like page boys a lot, like page boy haircuts. If she's gonna have this look on her face, I have to try at least give her some like really pretty eyelashes, because I think capybaras do have like ridiculous long eyelashes, if I'm not mistaken. So when she's not looking I go for drugs. I'm literally, I can't believe I am putting energy into this. I can't believe, oh gosh. How do you smoke? I'll figure that out later. I kind of like that. Hold on a second. Okay, so stupid. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Oh my goodness gracious me. Hmm. She is gone. I don't know about this, y'all. This looks pretty embarrassing. Alright, let's see when I do this. Okay. The actual pipe's fine. That there. Probably not gonna do the mouth like that, as funny as it was. Might draw a new mouth though. I know she's not a cat, but I don't know. Dude, I can't. Oh gosh, I just had her eye is just so funky. Why am I dedicating time to this? Yeah, capybara ears are really strange. Okay, well, this exists now. I have created this. I always prefer just the simple, like, really basic smile for some reason. Don't really have a super perky-nosed character yet. That could be fun. Why do I not hate this as much as I thought I would? Guys, I'm literally focusing on this so much that I haven't spoken for a while. Oh my gosh, what am I spending my time on? Whatever, it's fun though. Minus the weed, this character is absolutely me. I too am a chubby, most of the time, carefree type of person. Where's this mysterious music back again? Now I'm not even sure if this is for the series. I'm just doing it to do it. Probably gonna have to change the angle of the legs though. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what I can do here. What if I just had like this angle, that would be better. Definitely sweatpants. I think I'm coming out here not in sweatpants. You'll mind. Oh my gosh. Oh, what have I created? I mean, like I said, I don't hate it. It's just not what I just did not have this on my roster today at all. Well, she sort of exists. Her hand's all janky and oh gosh. She's just like, dude. Let's see what is she seeing? What is she seeing that we're not? Let's figure this out. Let's do some psychedelic crazy colors ish. Here we go. Oh, it's so beautiful. Ah! Oh my gosh. Well, what else can I say, really? This is what this stream has come to. It was a very nice time. Thank you all for being here. Oh my gosh. I can't believe 9 of you have still stuck around this whole time. Let's see. What has everyone said? Giant guinea pigs. If a cup bar doesn't work, Frog Girl might, yeah. I think it's maybe cuter if she has permanently closed eye closed. Yeah, I always think I'm gonna do a permanently, like, people with eyes always closed, but I just never do. But no, don't be sorry. Maybe put my energy into something. I would have just been chilling anyway. Sweat pipes with a spoon, a ladle, mysterious with his dirt. Kind of looks like Mimi Nightmare. I don't know who that is. Sorry. Hi traveler, the traveler. How come the massage parlor series can't continue? Oh my gosh. Listen, I would absolutely, very sweetly and kindly answer your question if I hadn't talked about it at length in my previous stream, so I don't want to go into it all again. yeah, I'm not gonna go into it again, sorry. If you really want to know, just watch like the first 15 to 20 minutes of that, of my last live stream, and I talk about a lot. The one that says, what to do next. Yeah. See? Her non-sexual, non-suggestive audio kept being flagged as explicit, so she... Oh, yeah, you're explaining. Yeah, it didn't matter what I did. YouTube kept punishing me for what they perceived as, sexually gratifying content, and so I just yeah, I mean that's basically it. It, there was nothing I could do. There was no recourse, no nothing. So that's the short version of it. But again, I talked about it at length in the other one, and I don't want to reiterate it. And I am just about ready to get off stream. So, well, this creature exists now. So. I hope you all are happy. I'm gonna go ahead and save her. Because why not? I'm just gonna call her Cat B for now. I'm sure if I decide to use her in any capacity, I'll give her a different name. Because the stream is exclusively for stoner capybaras. Now it is, I guess. YouTube is where we can't have nice things. Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, everyone. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having fun with me and just goofing off and listening to me ramble or just not speak and watching me work. I appreciate it. So, yeah.